it going, everybody? This is the Stimulus Check Hub here to give you your daily stimulus check and unemployment benefits updates and latest information. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube, which is what I try to provide here on this channel.
More and more states are finally coming together and giving out that big stimulus packages that they had given during the whole stimulus plan programs that President Biden has put out there. And I'm going to cover some of the details of the states that are happening right now. Plus, there is this giant petition to try to get this monthly payment. This is the $2,000 monthly payment going out to everybody. This could possibly be the next universal basic income. Let me cover those details for you right here. But for right now, it looks like the whole child tax credit. I know a lot of people don't have children, but this to me is going to be the lead up into a universal basic income. But there is this spending bill, this Build Back Better plan that President Biden has it's already been approved in the House of Representatives. It's got to get approved in the Senate, and they're coming down to crunch time, I believe. They're coming down to the point where they're going to have to get something done. I don't know if they're going to take this whole this child tax credit and put it on the side and maybe vote on that. They possibly could do that, but the whole spending bill is about $2 trillion, and some of the Democrats are not on board with this. In fact, Joe Manchin, he doesn't want any part of this whole expansion. He thinks that government right now is just printing too much money, they're spending too much money. I kind of agree with them, because inflation right now is so bad that we're going to the grocery store and we're going to the gas station and we're just spending way too much money on all that stuff. But the $1.9 trillion relief package signed in March had that child tax credit. If you did have children under the age of 6, you get a $300 check, and then $250 for kids aged 6 to 17. I think what the Democrats, what they're doing is getting the families hooked on these monthly payments, and that they think that this is going to somehow buy them votes in the next election. I know in 2022, I don't know if Democrats are going to be able to hold off the lead in the Senate and the House. Probably get flipped and the Republicans will take over. But then again, you still have a Democratic president who probably veto all the bills that come through. So it'll be pretty much deadlocked for any type of stimulus. So that's why Democrats are pushing to get these passed before they lose the power and lose the votes in Congress. Congress right now is the only one that can pass these bills, is the only one that can get these stimulus packages done. So this could be the forthcoming of a maybe a universal basic income. I just don't think handing out checks is going to do it anymore. I think they're going to have to start really just giving monthly payments. I mean, this $300 per child could be pretty good for those who do have children. I don't recommend going out and getting children, because I think that children cost way more money than it would be for $300. But if you have filed your returns and you add your children on there, you will be getting that payment. But this whole new spending bill is going to be giant. It's going to be massive. They're going to add more inflationary debt to the national debt already. It's just going to cause prices to go through the roof from all this new money printing. But Democrats don't seem to understand that. They'll continue to just get these bills moving forward. Now, even the Republicans getting in there, they're going to have their own big spending bill that they're going to pass. So look for those coming up. And I'm going to keep you updated on all the new stimulus package, this whole spending bill coming up, when it's going to get passed. I think it's going to get passed here in the next couple of days. If they can get their stuff together, they're going to have to do it, I think, before the holidays. So there's a big list of states that are sending out stimulus checks. So it looks like some of the states that are going to be doing this is Arizona is going to be coming out with a $2,000 unemployment per person, getting people back to work. It's a back to work program. I like what they're doing in Arizona. I think that's good. I think they should incentivize people to go back to work versus just getting a check and doing nothing. California is going to be sending out $600 and $1,100. They have a 75 million reserves over there, or in their treasury fund, so that any amount over a certain portion, they have to give that back to the citizens in California, which is good news, I think. Connecticut right now has another back to work program. $1,000 checks going out to people in that state. Florida has $1,000 checks they're constantly going over or sending out to teachers and frontline workers. Georgia's doing the same thing with their $1,000 checks going out to people in their area. You know, all these states, they all have billions of dollars that was sent to them by the federal government, and some states are electing to send checks out and some states aren't. The great thing is in the United States that you have the ability to, you know, pack up and move to a different state if you wanted to. Something that, you know, it's hard for people in other parts of the world to do that, but in the United States, we have the ability to go to new states and talk about, you know, whatever state you want to move to, whether the benefits are good or not in that state. But again, a lot of the other states aren't doing anything. Maryland sent out $300 and $500 for families. Michigan had a $500 hazard pay that was sent out to people in that state. You have New Hampshire, they're sending out $1,086 per month. This is going to be some type of universal basic income in that state. New Mexico sent out $750 checks to people from the state of New Mexico. And then some of the other states, like again, a lot of these states have money sitting there, but they're just not sending out payments. They're just decided not to. I think they have to give the money back at the end of the year back to the federal government. And to me, it seems like good news. I like what Arizona and Connecticut are doing by giving money to incentivize people to go back to work. That's a good program because there are 11 million jobs available out there, and people just aren't getting out there and taking advantage of those jobs. Tennessee is also sending out $1,000 to teachers in that state. And then Vermont, I think they're giving you, if you move there and you're in the hospitality or construction, then you're going to get a $7,500 check to relocate there. They're going to give you a reimbursement of the moving expenses. That's pretty much for all the states. Each state, again, is coming out with new checks, and they're coming out with new incentives to get people to move to their state. There also is this fourth stimulus check petition. This has been going on for a long time. They're close to 3 million signatures. Again, this is not really anything that's going to get a new check out, but what it does, it kind of pushes pressure on Congress to try to get these $2,000 payments going out. $2,000 payments and $1,000 for kids. They want to do this on a monthly basis, and I think this is where the universal basic income will probably be coming down the road. I think next year they're going to come out with some type of new bill that says, hey, this is a monthly check that's going out to everybody. And this right here, this petition that's showing 3 million signatures, Congress they'll see it, and Congress will understand it, that they got to probably get more checks out to everybody. Now, them borrowing more money and sending out money to people, it's just going to be another socialism type program. It's going to raise inflation, so you want to make sure you're always protecting yourself with hard assets if you can. Pick up some hard assets, get the money out of the bank account, get it out of cash the best that you can, because I think the inflation is really going to take off over the course of the next couple of years.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube. Have a good one.